Hmm. Yes, the same papaya leaf that many of us normally see just around the house or in the garden. But today I'm going to show you two different ways to prepare papaya leaf for your hair. The first method is the fresh method, where we are going to mash or blend the leaves, extract the liquids and sieve it and apply it to the hair. And the second method is boiling method. We are going to boil the leaves and use the resulting liquid. At the end of this video, I'm going to actually apply the mixture to my hair so you can see exactly how I use it. But before we start preparing anything, let's talk about something very important. Why papaya leaf for the hair? Papaya leaf contains various plant compounds and nutrients, including antioxidants, and that's one reason they've become popular in natural hair care routine. If you're experiencing serious hair loss, excessive shedding, bald patches, or scalp problems, please don't rely on a homemade leaf mixture alone. It's always better to find out what's actually causing the problem. For today's video, we are simply exploring how papaya leaf can be prepared and used as a natural hair care rinse and treatment. And lest I forget, this also darkens hair and boosts hair growth according to researchers, and trust me, it's actually working. So now before you do anything with the leaves, wash them properly. I know it sounds obvious, but because these leaves have been outside, they have dust, dirt and other things on them. So we are going to wash them. In fact, I've already washed it. So after mashing it with my hands, please feel free to use blender if you have. After mashing it with my hand, I move ahead to sieve it. And this greenish part is everything that I like. So now after separating the liquids from the leaves particles, this is what it is. You can go ahead to store this in your application bottle, or you can actually store it in a fridge for just few days before you throw it out. So I move ahead to pour it into my application bottle. And guys, look at this color. This is so beautiful. I don't know, for other reasons I just love this particular method, but keep watching as we explore the other method and how to prepare it. If you store this for too long, bacteria may infuse inside it, so please do not store it for a long time. And feel free to add any essential oils to your liking, anyone that you choose to. Please feel free to add essential oil. So this is what it is, and this is it. So now let's move to second method. So this is the boiling method. I put the leaves into a clean pot and add enough clean water to cover them, and I'm going to put the pots on the stove. That's already what I'm doing. So now allow this to boil for at least 20 to 30 minutes, and this is what it is. At this point I move ahead to check, and I also turn the leaves to make sure everything is infused into the water. So I will also allow it to sit for the next 5 minutes before taking it down. 5 minutes is gone, and this is what it is. At this point I am very much convinced that this is all what I need for this method. So just look at the water. This water is slightly orange, and while the other one is green. So feel free to choose any method that you want for this, but let's explore the different method and which one is best. The big question is, which method is better? Now here is why things get interesting, because we have two methods. So which one should you use, the fresh method or the boiled method? Let's compare them. Method 1, freshly blended leaves or mashed. With the first method, we are using the leaves in its fresh form. We're washing it, blending it or mashing it, and extracting the liquid. The advantage is that it's quick. You don't need to wait for water to boil. You blend it, sieve it, and you're already good to go. But there's a downside. Because it is freshly plant mixture, you should be more careful about cleanness and storage. I personally wouldn't prepare a huge batch and leave it sitting around for days. fresh homemade mixture can spoil. Like I said, bacterial can sit into the freshly mixture leaf. So if you're making it, make a small amount and use it fresh. Method 2, which is the boil method. With the second method, we are heating we're heating the leaves in water, and it's also simple. Some people may prefer this method because the leaves are exposed to heat and preparation feels more like a traditional herbal rinser. But remember, heating can change or reduce some plant compounds, so you don't assume the boiling automatically makes it more powerful. And again, allow it to cool completely before applying it, before you go and burn your hair. So now this is me sitting and trying to apply it. The reason for this all is because I noticed gray hair is gradually taking over my hair. Of course, my hair texture is actually responsible for the gray hair. So I move ahead to section my hair into 4 places. Then I start applying the mixture gently from the scarf. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you already know I love experimenting with my natural hair. But before I apply anything new to my entire scarf, I always recommend doing a small batch test first. Apply a little to a small area, wait and see how your skin reacts. But trust me, my scarf does not react to this because this is not the first time I'm using this. Okay, so if you're experiencing burning, itching, swelling, rash or irritation, wash it off and discontinue using. Please do not stress yourself because you're taking care of your hair. Now I'm starting with my hair section by section, like you're saying it. I'm just dumping the entire mixture on my hair plus the freshly plus the first method and the second method. And this is something I recommend whether you're using the mixture or another type of hair treatment. Work in section, please. It makes everything easier. I'm applying the mixture directly to my hair scarf, and look out how liquid is getting into the root. Like I said, my concentration is mainly on my scarf. That is where my hair shaft is. So we don't need to attack our scarf because we're trying to stimulate it. You just go gently, rub it gently. And please, if you're watching this video till now and you haven't subscribed to my channel or like this video, please go ahead to subscribe to the channel, like this video. It will make YouTube to recommend this to a wider audience. So we've officially tried both methods. Method 1, wash, mesh or blend, sieve and apply. Method 2, wash, boil, cool, strain and apply. If I want something quick, fresh and straightforward, the first method is convenient. If I want something that feels more like a traditional herbal rinse, the boiled method is easy. But the biggest lesson from today's video is this: don't just copy a natural hair recipe because somebody says it's a miracle. Pay attention to your own hair, pay attention to your scarf, and always remember that consistency with basic hair care, gentle handling, keep your scarf clean, reduces unnecessary breakage, and taking care of your strands is much more important than chasing every hair care remedy. So there you have it, 2 ways to prepare papaya leaf for hair growth and hair darkening. Tell me in the comment section which method would you be trying, and also tell me which method actually worked best for you. And if you've ever used papaya leaf on your hair before, please share your experience with us. Did you love it? Did you notice any different? Let's talk in the comment section. And if this video helped you, please don't just watch and leave. Like this video, subscribe to the channel and share it with another naturalista who loves trying simple natural hair care recipes. And make sure you turn on your notification bell because I have more natural experiments, natural hair experiments, tutorials and affordable hair care ideas coming your way. And this is me, like I'm using the second method, the second mixture or remedy. Yeah, so this is what it is.
asked me what was wrong, I answered you with silence. You reached for both my hands, but I chose my pride instead. The food was never the problem, my heart was locked away. I thought that keeping quiet would make the pain just fade. Every tear you cried, I pretended not to see.